Grill allegedly told them black people weren't welcome. The restaurant denies the claims. Get BIN News Now on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
Fall enrollment is still open at California Baptist University. Earn your bachelor's, master's, or doctoral degree with flexible on-campus and online programs. Scholarships are still available to help you get started. Apply now at calbaptist.edu.
Is this the tether?
This is the KBLA Sports Minute with Ray Richardson.
Bronny James led the Lakers rookies and free agents with 17 points Monday night in the team's loss to the Clippers in the NBA Summer League in Vegas. LeBron's son played 24 minutes. He made 6 of 10 shots and had 5 assists. The LA Sparks are at home tonight against the Washington Mystics. The Sparks are trying to win consecutive games for the first time this season. They beat the Connecticut Sun on Sunday. At 7-14, the Sparks are tied with the Chicago Sky for the third worst record in the WNBA. Congratulations to Ty Floyd, a 28-year-old native of Winter Garden, Florida. Floyd is the first female play-by-play announcer to work for an HBCU athletic program. Floyd was hired Monday by Alabama A&M to be the school's play-by-play voice for football and basketball games on TV and radio. Floyd is a journalism graduate from HBCU Florida A&M. No debates, no speculation, just the info you need. That's your KBLA Sports Minute. I'm Ray Richardson. More news, opinions, and conversation when we come forward on KBLA Talk 1580.
At KBLA Talk 1580, we're proud to be celebrating 4 years on the air, but we know we could not have made it this far without you. We work hard every single day to curate conversations that will enlighten, encourage, and empower you. So, from all of us at KBLA Talk 1580, a big thank you for your love and support.
You don't know how much you mean to me.
And by the way, if your smartphone did not update automatically, be sure to download our brand new KBLA 1580 app. We think you'll love all the new features, including new ways to send us photos and video in real time, whenever news breaks, while we're on the air. It's a new dawn, a new day for KBLA Talk 1580, and we're glad you're on this journey with us.
You never turned away, you were right there. And I thank you, thank you.
We've been playing the best of Quincy Delight Jones all 3 hours of our program today, working our way up to this final hour. Any excuse to play Q's music is good enough for me. We played a little bit of everything, and we still got another hour to go. So we've heard some Michael Jackson, some James Ingram, some Frank Sinatra, some Brothers Johnson. Quincy did it all in every iteration of music as we know it. And we've been doing that because this weekend there is a concert at Disney Hall, which happens to be the Inner City Youth Orchestra's season finale. And they are honored to have on stage with them this weekend here in Southern California. If you're here or want to come this way, it's going to be a great show. They're honored to be joined by Grammy-nominated singer, songwriter, pianist, and actress Sheléa, who has returned to this program to talk all things Quincy Jones. And, of course, her music. She has a new single out. I'll play that for you a little later in this hour. But first of all, it is always a delight to see you. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having me back.
No, I told you we'd have you back.
You did. Yeah. You kept your promise.
In the back of my head, I knew this moment was coming. I'm a big supporter and fan of the Inner City Youth Orchestra.
Yes.
Charles Dickerson is an amazing guy.
Yes, he is.
And what he's doing with these young artists, these young performers of color, so many of them. It's a beautiful thing, and for those who don't know this, certainly around the country they may not know because we're heard, of course, everywhere right now. Not even a mile, barely a mile, maybe right at a mile from this studio is the new home of the Inner City Youth Orchestra.
Nice.
They have purchased this beautiful building. Well, it's not beautiful right now.
Okay. Work in progress.
Yeah, they have purchased this building, and I've been inside that building many, many times. It's a huge building. It used to be a grocery store. And when I lived in Leimert Park, where this studio is housed, of course, when I first moved to L.A. many years ago, I lived in Leimert Park, and I used to shop at this particular grocery store.
Wow.
So they have it's a nice big building with a parking lot. They bought that building, and I pass by it all the time, and I see the banner outside, the future home of the Inner City Youth Orchestra. So I celebrate Charles Dickerson. I celebrate these kids, these young folk who are in this orchestra. I celebrate that they have their own building. I was at an event. Not long ago, and I guess I could call his name, but I was at an event not long ago, and one of the more wealthy patrons in this city wrote them a check for $1 million.
Wow.
To help them renovate this building. So they're in a capital campaign right now. So if you believe in orchestras, youth orchestras made up of students of color, I just invite you to go online, wherever you are right now in the country, and just look up the Inner City Youth Orchestra in L.A. And just look at all these kids of color who are in this orchestra, and the great work that they are doing with a black conductor named, again, Charles Dickerson. And if you feel the need to support, I feel a pull to support this orchestra, I recommend you do so, because again, they are in this capital campaign now, raising money to retrofit this building so they have their own home here in South LA, Leimert Park to be exact. So they have their final concert this weekend at Disney Hall, and Sheléa is going to be on stage with them doing what exactly?
Oh, my goodness. Well, first off, on my way here on Crenshaw, I saw our big old billboard of us. I said, come on down.
Yeah, down the street.
Because I saw the one on Century Boulevard this past weekend, so it was so amazing to see that. And I met Chuck for the first time yesterday. We were on.
Oh, you just met him?
Just met, and we were on KCAL 9 and speaking with the incredible Amy Johnson and just putting the word out about this, and I learned so much more about what they're doing with this program. And I actually have a niece and nephew who are a part of their program as their the little ones, playing violin as well. I went to their little recital. It was in Orange County, but they're doing so many different things in so many places. But on Sunday at 3 p.m. at the Disney Concert Hall, you have to be there. The first half is just going to be sensational. This group, they've been doing this for many, many years. I'm getting my Disney Concert Hall debut, but these kids, they like, we've been did this.
Yeah, exactly. They've been there.
So I'm just so excited to see that. And then on the second half is when I come in as their featured guest. This is their second time, featuring an artist. Last year it was Kenny Lattimore, another wonderful friend of mine and incredible artist. And this year it's me. And so, we said let's almost combine tributes. Let's do a tribute to all of the black divas through the years, but also let's do a tribute to Quincy Jones while we're at it. And Q loved working with women, Sarah Vaughan and just so many, Tamia and
Chaka,
Aretha, yes,
Barbra Streisand, run the list.
So many. And so we're going to be doing some of those collaborations on Sunday. That's so cool. You got to be there.
No, it's going to be a great show.
Yeah.
If you're in Southern California. So I've got the rest of the hour to talk to Sheléa about Quincy, who I miss dearly, as I'm sure she does. We'll talk about Quincy, his music, talk about the tribute this Sunday, talk about her new single that's out. It's going to be a great hour as we celebrate Quincy and Sheléa on Tavis Smiley.
From Leimert Park with love. This is Tavis Smiley.
All I need is one mic.
With the KBLA Talk 1580 guest editorial, I'm Martin Gordon, chair of the Pasadena Community Coalition. Recently, I listened to a Tavis Smiley show conversation with James Farr. At one point, James said something that caught me off guard. Not because it wasn't true, but because it is. Black Altadena is gone. I know it may seem stupid and non-productive, but I stopped in that moment listening to Tavis and James. I broke down and cried. In the back of my mind, I told myself we can bring it back like it was. But James Farr's reality check hit me like a ton of bricks. My community is being murdered. I said murdered, not by the Altadena Eaton Canyon fire, but by the people we elect to protect us, and by greedy and gatekeeping nonprofits who cannot see the forest for the trees. For the first time since the fire, I truly feel and understand my wife's inconsolable pain. Because I'm struggling to find a path to recovery and at least some form of normalcy. My community is crumbling right in front of my face. Lack of funding to rebuild is slowly destroying us. Many of us can no longer hold out, and developers are gobbling up our property. When I hear voices like Tavis Smiley and James Farr speak truth to power on KBLA Talk 1580, it reminds me that we're not crazy, just unheard. Make no mistake here, KBLA delegation, this is war, and we the people of Black Altadena are losing. It's like waiting for reparation. Not gonna happen, brother. In this new orange man world, no one, no entity is persuaded by right or wrong. There is no consequence for doing the wrong thing, and no accolades or support for doing the right thing. Will war-torn Black Altadena survive? Your guess is as good as mine. But what have I got to lose? I'm in my 70s and don't have time to wait. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. once suggested that riots break out when people have no hope. But there's nothing left to burn down in Altadena. I wish I could say I remain hopeful that my beloved community will rise again like a phoenix from the ashes. I wish I could. With a KBLA Talk 1580 guest editorial, I'm Martin Gordon, chair of the Pasadena Community Coalition. Pasadena Community Coalition at gmail.com. Reach out to me. As always, we welcome your feedback.
Break out the champagne. Everybody get a glass.
Tavis Smiley is now ranked number 16 nationally and the highest rated talk show hosted by an African American on the 2025 Talkers Heavy 100 list of the most important talk radio hosts in the nation. Last year, Tavis ranked number 33, and the year before, number 45. The Tavis Smiley Show has rapidly expanded its national syndication to now include nearly 50 radio stations across the country and counting. Congratulations, Tavis.
Yay!
Ready to order?
Yes. We're earning unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with a Capital One Saver card, so let's just get one of everything.
Everything?
Fire everything. The Capital One Saver card is at table 27, and they're earning unlimited 3% cash back.
Yes, Chef! This is so nice.
Had a feeling you'd want 3% cash back on dessert.
Ooh, tiramisu.
Earn unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver card. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Helping to make you the most knowledgeable person in your circle of friends. This is Tavis Smiley.
Compliment what she does. Send her roses just because. If it's violin she loves, let them play. Dedicate her favorite song and hold her closer all night long.
It's the best of Quincy Delight Jones, all 3 hours of our show today as we celebrating his rich catalog. So many artists. Quincy had, they had the honor, I should say, of having his imprimatur on the work that they were doing. But just so many great artists Q worked with over the course of his life. And we've been trying to weave in a little bit of this, that, and everything else in 3 hours, bouncing and weaving in out of these conversations with a great guest like Sheléa, who joins us live in studio now. Again, in case you just tuned in, the Inner City Youth Orchestra has its season finale this weekend in Southern California at Disney Hall. And Sheléa is their honored guest, their featured guest this year, and there's going to be some tribute to Quincy Jones at the show this weekend. This is a broad question; it's a big question, and I'm doing it unapologetically to give you as much canvas as you need to paint.
Okay.
When you think about, because I wrestle with this all the time, and again last night just looking at what tracks we wanted to play today.
Yeah.
Again bouncing in and out of these conversations. I mean, Quincy's body of work is so it's so voluminous, right? But when you think about that vast body of work, what do you make of now that he's departed from us? What do you make of the musical legacy that he left behind?
Oh man, I think people use the word icon, really freely these days. Legend, genius, but I think very, very few actually wear that title proudly and accurately, and Quincy is one of them. I think so many people almost want to just define him as the Michael era because that was so all-consuming, and I get that because I mean that was just Thriller is still just think about this so many generations since Michael has passed that are it's the popularity is still at a fever pitch, and that's what they created together. So I get why when you think of Quincy you immediately think of Michael, but there was so much more. There was so much more, and I remember when I was just going on this deep dive of him, and I met him in his more seasoned era of his life, and I just started to just do all of this study as Q the young man, so
handsome young man,
handsome. And I used to tell him all the time, I was like, "You're still fine, okay? You are 85 and you're fine. You're 89 and you're fine." The last birthday that I got to spend with him was his actual last birthday, and he was still fine. So handsome. But it's albums like Quintessential, that I get to know him in such a different way. I just feel this other perspective of his, and then you, of course, you fast forward and then you go to when he was in his pop lane. It's my party, I'll cry if I want to. You don't own me. Leslie Gore. I mean, that was a whole different thing. And so, I just think there's so many eras and acts that he has had, and I remember when I was watching his documentary, just that message of just keep on keeping on. I think his music reflects that, is that he always just kept creating no matter what the situation was. Being the first black man to compose for film, a lot of people don't know that because they didn't see black men capable of doing that. Just play an instrument, just sing. But composing for a film, they didn't think that we could do that. He was the first. And so there's just so many things that he created his own lane, and I don't think he was setting out to do that. I think he was just being true to himself and just existing in all the gifts that God had given him, and he saw an opportunity to change the world, and he took it.
I quoted, it's actually not her original quote, but I said the other day on this program that Maya used to always tell me, Maya Angelou, used to always say this to me. And I want to say it's Tennyson. Don't quote me on that, but I think the actual quote belongs to Tennyson. But the quote is that I am human, and because I am human, nothing human is alien to me. I am human, and because I am human, nothing human is alien to me. That quote popped in my head while you were talking a moment ago, Sheléa, because if you put that in a Quincy Jones frame, the thing I always celebrated about Q, among many other things, one of the things I should say I always celebrated about him, is that because he was human, nothing human was alien to him in the music space.
Yeah.
You see where I'm going with this?
Yep.
So that he wasn't afraid to show up in any space of music and to write, to produce, to create, to compose. He did all of that, but in every form, basically, of music that there is, right? And I used to tease him all the time. I don't know anybody like that. I have had the honor of interviewing a lot of great artists, but he is singular in that regard. And I wonder how you process that you had a chance to know and to spend time with and to be mentored by and tutored by and perform with and for this guy who there was nothing in music that was foreign to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That takes study.
Yeah.
That takes...
He committed himself to that.
He committed himself to that.
Yeah,
I mean, and so it's just a part of you. You're not looking at music as compartmentalizing it within genre. It's just music.
Yeah.
It's just music. And he surrounded himself with people who felt that same way. Sarah Vaughan, one of my favorite Sarah Vaughan quotes, who he absolutely adored.
Absolutely.
Their version of Misty is just, to me, second to none.
Right.
That intro is just so sublime. But one of her quotes that I love, and that I have adopted myself, is she says, I'm not a jazz singer.
Yeah.
I'm not a pop singer. I'm not a gospel singer. I'm a singer. And I think the same thing applies to Q. He wasn't just, and we could even do it with in terms of just different, a musician versus a producer versus an artist versus, he was all of those things, and then he was all of these genres. They were all a part of him.
Yeah, and a trumpet player.
And a trumpet, yeah, absolutely.
He did all of that. I want to, since you mentioned, I'm going to play some Misty from Sarah Vaughan, just because we can, right?
Just because we can.
It's our party.
Uh-huh.
And we can do it if we want to,
I love it. I love it.
We're going to play some Misty from Sarah Vaughan in just a second, just because I want to hear it. But I want to. I'm going to pivot here for a second here, because again, Quincy did it with everything, with every form of music. Quincy, sort of put his touch on. And I can think of any number of productions where Quincy had a lot of strings.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm fascinated. Speaking of your Disney Hall debut, or as my friend says, your debut this weekend with the Inner City Youth Orchestra and their season finale. Talk to me about. And I'm getting, again, it's a broad question. Talk to me about performing with strings.
They call it your heartstrings for a reason.
Yeah,
Pulling on your heartstrings. When you're watching a movie and they want you to feel something deeply, they usually include strings because that's what it does. It just takes whatever moment that is and then makes it more emotional, makes it grander, makes it elevated, just, all-consuming. And that's what orchestras do, and that's why I love performing with orchestras all around the world. And that was something that, was a dream. Little Shay Shay in Bakersfield, California. I cannot believe that I am performing with symphonies and orchestras all over the world. I think it's going to be super meaningful because Sunday, these are not just, players. These are players that look like me, and this is the new generation of musicians that are coming up, and sometimes it's not always an opportunity that is afforded to to people of that demographic, and so I'm just so grateful to be able to share that moment with them.
Miles, I want to hear some Misty from Sarah Vaughan that Quincy arranged and produced. Sheléa, right now, yes. Yeah, he said right now. yeah, Negro, right now. Funny story. I went to years ago when I was furnishing a house that I'd bought. I was all around town, looking for items to put in this house, right? Mm-hmm. And I would go to this store. Hold on, Miles, back up because I want to hear. Hold on one second. I'm sorry. Now you're going too fast.
No, it's good.
Because I won't hear the beginning of it.
Yes,
one second.
exactly.
Just hold it 1 second because Sheléa mentioned the beginning of the song. That's what I want to hear. But this story very quickly. When Miles asked me right now, I said, "Yeah, right now." I was shopping for stuff for this house, Sheléa, and I would go to this store and that store and this store and that store, and I'd say, "I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this," and they said, "Well, we can get it to you in 6 weeks." And I would tell them all the time, if I'd wanted it in 6 weeks, I would have come here 6 weeks from now. I came today because I want it today, and I want that model right now.
Yeah.
And my truck is outside, and we're gonna load it up. And I'm gonna take it to my house, and it would always get a laugh. And 9 times out of 10, it worked. Believe it or not.
Wow.
So if I'd wanted it 8 weeks from now, I would have come here 8 weeks from now. No, I want it right now. That's why I showed up today. Well, that's our only model. Well, let's negotiate on that only model. You can get another one. So I was just being all aggressive, but it tended to work because I pressed it. Anyway, she mentioned Misty and Sarah Vaughan and Quincy Jones, and why not play it right now? Mm-hmm.
Look at me, I'm as helpless as a kitten up a tree, and I feel like I'm clinging to a cloud I can't understand. I get misty just holding your hand. Walk my way, and 1,000 violins begin to play. Or it might be the sound of your hello, that music I hear. I get misty the moment you're near.
I hate to step on Sarah Vaughan. You let it ride, Miles. Take me to the bottom. I hate to step on Sarah Vaughan and Quincy Jones. But my question now, Sheléa, is when you perform this Sunday with these strings, these young folk in the Inner City Youth Orchestra, does performing with strings impact or change how you deliver, how you perform that particular song? Does that make sense?
It does.
Okay.
It does. It doesn't affect my performance, but it does affect my soul.
Right.
Which may in turn affect the performance. Exactly. You know? Yeah. But I think there's so many ways that I'm able to just kind of dig deep and emote and really feel either the lyric or the melody. I'm still going to give you that emotional impact, but the strings, it just almost is like the wind beneath my wings. I'm already flying, but it's just going to be that support that I'm going to enjoy it more.
Yeah. Soar a little higher.
Yeah.
It's Misty, Sarah Vaughan, and Quincy Jones. Our guest is Sheléa. We'll play some of her music when we come forward. You're listening to Tavis Smiley.
Helping to stretch your moral and political imagination. This is Tavis Smiley.
I'm Bree Wood with BIN News Now. Camp Mystic in Texas was destroyed in a historic flood, despite FEMA approving expansions in a known danger zone.
Under the law, property owners have the right to appeal FEMA's official flood maps.
That was FEMA flood mapping expert and Syracuse professor Sarah Praley. She says the camp sat just 2 feet outside the floodplain with no margin for error. Former Georgia candidate for governor Stacey Abrams is warning companies that cutting diversity, equity, and inclusion programs could backfire. Speaking at NYU, she said it may save money short term, but long term, it costs trust, customers, and community support. And a Myrtle Beach restaurant in South Carolina is under fire after a black couple says the owner hurled racist remarks during a dispute over a steak. The owner of Salt and Honey Grill allegedly told them black people weren't welcome. The restaurant denies the claims. Get BIN News Now on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
Fall enrollment is still open at California Baptist University. Earn your bachelor's, master's, or doctoral degree with flexible on-campus and online programs. Scholarships are still available to help you get started. Apply now at calbaptist.edu.
Is this the time? This is the KBLA Sports Minute with Ray Richardson.
Bronny James led the Lakers rookies and free agents with 17 points Monday night in the team's loss to the Clippers in the NBA Summer League in Vegas. LeBron's son played 24 minutes. He made 6 of 10 shots and had 5 assists. The LA Sparks are at home tonight against the Washington Mystics. The Sparks are trying to win consecutive games for the first time this season. They beat the Connecticut Sun on Sunday. At 7-14, the Sparks are tied with the Chicago Sky for the third worst record in the WNBA. Congratulations to Ty Floyd, a 28-year-old native of Winter Garden, Florida. Floyd is the first female play-by-play announcer to work for an HBCU athletic program. Floyd was hired Monday by Alabama A&M to be the school's play-by-play voice for football and basketball games on TV and radio. Floyd is a journalism graduate from HBCU Florida A&M. No debates, no speculation, just the info you need. That's your KBLA Sports Minute. I'm Ray Richardson. More news, opinions, and conversation when we come forward on KBLA Talk 1580.
We've got a lot to talk about.
I'm Reverend Gerald, the life coach. Is someone you love struggling with addiction and mental illness? Is improving your family's health important? Want to leave a legacy that your family can grow? Are you ready to enhance your perception of life experiences? Then wake up weekends at 7 a.m. with Urban Family Focus and get the wisdom, opportunity, resources, and motivation to live your best life. Join the conversation on Urban Family Focus Saturday and Sunday at 7 a.m.
Unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. We've got your black. This is KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio. That's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580.
Right now, there are young people across the world facing a tough choice. Continue their dream of education or drop out to help their family put food on the table. You can help change their future in a single moment. See how far your support can go at unbound.org.
Do you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans? With credit card debt at all-time highs, Debt Relief Advocates is urgently notifying consumers of debt relief now being made available designed to aid consumers with out-of-control credit card debt. Those who qualify and enroll for this relief program will only have to pay back a fraction of what they owe. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. This is a relief program that credit card companies would rather you not know about, as it ends your debt nightmare and saves you lots of money. Consumers owing at least $10,000 in credit card debt or personal loans can now take advantage of this debt relief as the cost of living skyrockets. Debt Relief Advocates has established a relief hotline for you to call to learn what debt reduction you may qualify for. For this free information, call 800-433-8909. 800-433-8909. That's 800-8909. That's 800-433-8909. Or simply visit godra.com.
Paid for by government.com. Did you know? The United States Mint has issued a new Morgan silver dollar coin in proof condition for the first time. Not only that, they are also minted in 99.9% pure silver for the first time ever in history. Coin experts are calling this an amazing opportunity for anyone that knows the enduring popularity of Morgans. But you must hurry. Only 400,000 of these legal tender silver dollars were issued. These first ever Morgan silver dollars are brand new with stunning mirror-like finish, minted by the iconic San Francisco Mint. Call now and you're guaranteed a new first ever 99.9% pure silver proof Morgan dollar. To learn more, call 1-800-973-9717. If you order now, you will receive a free coin collector bonus pack, a $25 value, free with every order. Call 1-800-973-9717 now to secure your new Morgan silver dollars before they are gone. That's 1-800-973-9717.
Sometimes an identity threat is a ring of professional hackers. And sometimes it's an overworked accountant who forgot to encrypt their connection while sending bank details.
I need a coffee.
And you need LifeLock, because your info is in endless places. It only takes one mistake to expose you to identity theft. LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points a second. If your identity is stolen, we'll fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS at LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
Why'd I go to the doctor? One day at the firehouse, I was so lightheaded I could barely stand. Even my crew noticed. Getting checked out was the right call. Turns out I have atrial fibrillation, which increases the risk of stroke about 5 times.
Symptoms like irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness can come and go. But if it's AFib, the risk of stroke remains. If you have symptoms, contact a doctor.
I'm so glad I did.
Visit NoTimeToWait.com, sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Made fresh daily in Leimert Park, Los Angeles, California. You're listening to Tavis Smiley.
It's my party and I cry if I want to, cry if I want to, cry if I want to. You would cry too if it happened to you. Nobody knows where my Johnny has gone, but you.
So since Sheléa mentioned it, I thought I'd throw it in there. Just more evidence that Quincy Delight Jones did everything and everything well. He was not afraid to step into any music space and just put his imprimatur on it. And we are celebrating the music of Quincy Jones. In case you just tuned in, we've been playing some of the best at Q all 3 hours today, in part because we love Miss Q, but also because this weekend, as part of the Inner City Youth Orchestra's season finale concert, Sheléa, Grammy-nominated singer, songwriter, pianist, actress who joins me live in studio right now, is on stage making her Disney Hall debut with the Inner City Youth Orchestra. And there's going to be a tribute to Quincy Jones, who Sheléa was mentored by. And I look forward to an amazing show that people are going to appreciate this Sunday at Disney Hall. So we've been talking for the better part of this hour about Quincy, and we'll talk a little bit more about Quincy before we wrap this hour. But I want to talk about Sheléa and your music. So we were talking earlier about all the women that Quincy had a chance to work with. One of those women was Aretha Franklin, and I loved your tribute to the Queen. This Sunday it's Quincy, but she has done a tribute to Aretha as well. And I just love this track, Never Give Up on Love. Say a quick word about it, and I want to play that first.
Yes. So we're referring to the tribute that I just did for PBS that has been streaming. You can actually still stream it live on the PBS app. If you become a PBS member, you can watch the whole concert in its entirety. Of course, we had to, narrow it down a bit for broadcasting, but I was so inspired just when I was choosing these songs, and so I said, let's write this song that Aretha might sing now. And so a wonderful friend of mine, David Nathan, collaborator, and we produced it together. We did Never Give Up on Love, and we thought Aretha would kill this. And so did Sheléa.
Sheléa killed it, and Aretha would have as well.
She sure would have.
Take a listen for yourself.
Ever since I was a little girl, my mama said you better watch and learn. There ain't nothing worth having in this world if it comes easy. Don't you stop until your battle's won. Never throw in the towel, cause you just begun. You can have anything you want, but it won't come easy. Ooh, sometimes life just don't go according to your plan. Ain't much you can do, but just do what you can. When you give it your all and you don't understand, just remember what my mama said. Never give up, never give up on love. Never give up, never give up, no. Never give up, never give up on love. Never give up, never give up, no. You can have all that you want, so never, ever, ever give up on love.
I told Sheléa, when you put a voice like that with a Hammond B3, you got a hit on your hands.
Oh, that's my Corey Henry.
Man, Corey Henry worked that thing out, man. That Hammond B3, man. You turn it up, Miles. Turn it up.
According to your plan, there ain't much you can do, but just do what you can. When you give it your all and you don't understand, just remember what my mama said. Never give up, never give up, never give up. Oh no, never give up. Never give up, no, never give up, never give up. Oh no, never give up. Don't you do, never give up. Listen, you can have all that you want.
That bridge is so cold. All right, that's okay. Yeah, stop. I can't take no more of that. Ooh, now she gonna moan a little bit. Go on and moan. Yeah, that'll take you to church.
Oh, come on now.
That'll take you to church right there.
Yes.
It's called Never Give Up on Love. And as we said a moment ago, Sheléa did her thing with it. And every time I hear it, I think Riri. And what she would have done with that.
Yes.
Out of New Bethel Baptist in Detroit.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, I love that track. Okay, so since Sheléa was here last, she's dropped a couple more singles, and now I want to play I Don't Care. Before I have Miles play I Don't Care, tell me about I Don't Care.
Yes. You know, I just want to write songs for everybody. You know, everybody's not in love. You know. So. What you know about that, Tavis?
Yeah, no, I you see, I'm staying quiet. You see, I ain't said nothing. I'm shrinking in my seat. I ain't saying nothing.
So I said, you know what? Sometimes people think the opposite of like loving someone is hate. Mm-hmm. No, it's just I don't care. I really don't care. I don't hate you. Mm-hmm. I don't care. So this song,
we could not have chosen two songs that are more opposite. I thought you said a moment ago I should never give up on love.
I know. But
and now you're telling me I don't care.
Well, sometimes it is time to walk away, and for those moments, this the song for you.
Okay. All right, Miles, we're gonna do a 180 now. Give me some I Don't Care.
I care about money. I care about my hair. I care about the weekend and what I'm gonna wear. I care about music playing on the radio, but I skip the love songs. I don't play that no more. I care about seasons, 'cause they always change.
It's banging. It's banging. Take it. Yeah, take it on out, Miles. Take it out.
Everybody's listening to Tavis. More when we come forward.
At KBLA Talk 1580, we're proud to be celebrating 4 years on the air, but we know we could not have made it this far without you. We work hard every single day to curate conversations that will enlighten, encourage, and empower you. So, from all of us at KBLA Talk 1580, a big thank you for your love and support.
You don't know how much you mean to me.
And by the way, if your smartphone did not update automatically, be sure to download our brand new KBLA 1580 app. We think you'll love all the new features, including new ways to send us photos and video in real time. Whenever news breaks, while we're on the air, it's a new dawn, a new day for KBLA Talk 1580. And we're glad you're on this journey with us.
You never turned away, you were right there. Thank you, thank you.
We asked seniors how to prevent Medicare scams.
My best advice, if you get a phone call, do not talk to the person. These people are well trained. Don't talk to them.
They don't know me. They're just trying to scam me.
Don't be fooled. Hang up. Just hang up.
Never give out your Medicare number.
They're going to get your number to put in a false claim.
If I get a call from someone, I don't pick up the phone, and should I pick up the phone and they ask for information, then I hang up.
How do you detect Medicare fraud?
Just like I check my credit card statements, I check my Medicare statements monthly.
Scammers can get a hold of your number, order medical devices through your account, and you're not even going to know about it if you don't look at your statement. Check your statement every month.
If you get your statement and you see something that you know you did not have done, you report it.
Call your senior Medicare Patrol.
To report Medicare fraud, call the Senior Medicare Patrol at 855-613-7080.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 is committed to self-care and community well-being. Walk Good LA was formed in June 2020, inspired by the Black Lives Matter movement and the beginning stages of the COVID-19 pandemic. What began as a few minutes of breath work and yoga meditation before protests against police brutality turned into a safe space for the community to heal in hard times. The immensely positive response from the community transformed the momentum into a movement. Today, Walk Good LA is a Black and Brown-led community wellness organization based in Los Angeles. They provide spaces for healing through community yoga classes, guided meditations, hikes, run clubs, and other activations throughout Los Angeles that attract hundreds of members weekly. With the help of Propel and Michael B. Jordan, they now have a yoga and wellness studio in Los Angeles called the Walk Good Yard. To join their mailing list and connect with healing spaces, please visit walkgoodla.org. That's walkgoodla.org. Or find them on Instagram at walkgoodla. This is a community call to action, a community call to healing from KBLA Talk 1580.
Let's get back to more of this rich dialogue with Tavis Smiley.
I was just saying after that last track, I don't care. We still laughing about that. Yeah. everybody who heard that song got a few people they're gonna send that one to.
Okay.
Yeah. But I was saying to Sheléa though that what I love about that track and all of your stuff is that not unlike Quincy, who was your mentor, you have an appreciation for melody.
Thank you.
Yeah. Tell me about that. Tell me about melody in your stuff.
Well, first off, it's my middle name.
Yeah. There you go.
My daddy named me that.
He named you Melody. Yeah.
Yes. But yeah, there are some melodies that are so beautiful you don't even need to put a whole bunch of runs or different things. You just want to, you know, express it in the beauty, the original beauty it was intended, and so yeah, melody is always important. I also learned that from Alan and Marilyn Bergman, who also were incredible friends and collaborators of Quincy as well. Yeah. So I learned that, and also Whitney also really honored and respected the melody. Yes, she will put little tasty runs in there at the right time, but you know, there were moments where she just let that melody shine through.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned the Bergmans. It made me smile.
Yes,
Alan and Marilyn. I spent so much good time with them over the years, man.
Do you know Alan's going to be 100 this year, September 11th.
I know it's coming up.
So yes.
They've written some of the best stuff I've ever written.
Yes,
absolutely. In the history of music.
Yep.
So I celebrate the Bergmans. I'm glad you mentioned. When we come forward, our remaining moments with Sheléa, we'll talk about. You just heard that track. I Don't Care. I may have Miles Cooper a little bit more of that, and we'll talk about this project that's dropping on August 29th, on which that track I Don't Care will appear. You're listening, and I'm glad about it. To Sheléa on Tavis Smiley.
This is getting good.
Yeah, man.
Tavis Smiley continues when we come forward. KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. The Autopsy Initiative provides a second autopsy free of charge for victims' families who have lost their loved ones due to a police-related death. The services offered through the initiative include the completion of a second autopsy, disclosure of preliminary findings, and a final autopsy report. A police-related death is when an individual is harmed by police officers using deadly force, which results in an individual's death. Police-related death includes in-custody deaths, including those that arise during contact with law enforcement officers during arrest, pursuit, booking, transport, or incarceration. The Autopsy Initiative has a team of board-certified pathologists on call. An autopsy request may be completed by anyone with a close relationship with the victim, which may include the victim's spouse, partner, relative, close friend, or lawyer. To request a free second autopsy for a victim of police violence, please visit knowyourrightscamp.com. That's knowyourrightscamp.com. Then click on Autopsy, then click on Request. At KBLA, we believe in justice for victims of police violence. We say their names, and we don't black down. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
If you're like me, 60 and retired, making ends meet, especially here at the supermarket and drugstore, is tough. I'm so blessed to have found benefitscheckup.org. It's a free and confidential website from the National Council on Aging that connected me to $1,200 a year in programs that help pay for food, medicine, utilities, and more. Maybe it can help you. benefitscheckup.org.
You know where you want to go in life, and City National Bank can help. City National knows the dedication it takes to build your vision for the future into a reality, and our team is here for you. We have a wide range of options to help, from personal savings accounts to interest-bearing money market savings accounts and more, all designed to help you get where you want to go. City National, here for every stage of the journey. Learn more at cnb.com. City National Bank is a subsidiary of Royal Bank of Canada, member FDIC.
Sometimes he fails at fitting in, but we're okay with that. You're inside the Tavis Smiley Show.
Didn't think that I would see you here today. I heard you got a brand new job and moved away. How's your mom and dad? Is everyone okay? They still cross my mind. Please tell them I said hey. It's clear now that you're here what I still feel for you. So can I ask this question? Oh, do you think about us? Do you think about all the things we might have been before we gave up? I know I said that we're done, but I wish I had a time machine. I would travel back to our love.
So Sheléa, tell me about this track, Time Machine.
Yes, yes, yes. It just, you know, we were talking about earlier about just Motown and the Jackson 5, and, you know, that just, this song kind of evoked that, you know, never can say goodbye. It feels, it's that longing, it's, you know, and I think, you know, I've had a few people tell me, like, you know what, I almost called my ex on this. So we're covering the full gamut. Never give up on love.
There you go.
Time Machine.
I don't care.
And I don't care.
Turn it up, Miles. Turn it up. Turn it up. I think you already know this because you had the honor of performing at his last birthday. I know Quincy Smiley. I know he's smiling.
What a lovely thought.
At what you are doing with this prodigious gift and talent that you have. It's a beautiful thing. August 29th, this project drops.
Yes, it's called Spirit. It's going to be my EP.
Yeah.
You know, we wrote all of these songs, Davey and I, and, you know, we know that the attention span these days is this short. Yeah. So we're just kind of, we've been spoon feeding. So the first, these last few months, we would drop a single every month. And so I'll skip July and actually we'll try to work on trying to get a music video for one of these songs. Yeah. Maybe you can help me and see which one music video you think I should do out of the 3 songs.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna drop the EP. It's gonna be, I'll add one more song on there. It's called Spirit, and it'll be the title of the EP on August 29th.
Yeah.
So
you are busy.
Yes.
You are busy. I was saying to Sheléa, you got to get a couple of dates in L.A.
Yeah.
I mean, she has a date this weekend with the Inner City Youth Orchestra, which I'll close in a minute, reminding you about. But just tonight, I mean, there's so many venues. Catalina, Sunroom.
And now we got Blue Note, too.
You got Blue Note now.
I got to talk to the powers that be.
Blue Note, Herb Alpert spot, Vibrato.
That's right.
So many great places in L.A. But you let us know when you're going to do a night.
I will.
Just a night of all Sheléa stuff.
I love that. Thank
let
you.
us know. We will be there supporting you and celebrating you. And congrats on the EP.
Thank you.
Which again drops August 29th, and some of what you heard today will be on that EP. Sheléa, Grammy-nominated singer, songwriter, pianist, actress, is this Sunday at Disney Hall. As part of the Inner City Youth Orchestra's season finale concert, 3 p.m., I think, Pacific time. So if you're in Southern California, you're headed this way and want something fun to do, check out the Inner City Youth Orchestra. You will not be disappointed by this orchestra and all these brilliant young artists of color in their finale concert again this Sunday at Disney Hall, 3 p.m. Sheléa is their featured artist this year. Sheléa, love you as always. Good to have you back.
Love you too.
Thanks for coming in and have a
Thanks
great
for
show
always
this
having
Sunday.
me. Thank you.
Just like that, 3 hours gone. We're back here tomorrow, Lord willing, to do it all over again. Until tomorrow, thanks for tuning in to Tavis Smiley. Quincy Jones, we love you.
We love you.
And as always, keep the faith.